Knock, knock. We are live. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another live stream on Amber Wallet's channels on X, YouTube, and usually LinkedIn. In this live stream, we will dive into the UX challenges that developers encounter in Web3. From overwhelming technical complexity and fragmented experiences to poor onboarding, slow performance, and security pitfalls, sometimes it seems that Web3 demands too much from users and offers not enough guidance in return. We'll explore why these problems persist, how wallets and dApps are evolving to solve them, and what it takes to build seamless, intuitive crypto products. At the end, we'll have a little fun by live testing Amber Wallet with someone who hasn't used it before, and we'll see what we'll find. The guests today, the usual suspects, Ivo, the CEO and founder of Amber. I'm Ivan. I'm working on the marketing team of Amber. Alash, who is taking care of the Amber family or our community. And our special guest today is Diane, founding designer of Junction and ex-designer in Wallet Connect and Ledger, among others. Hello, everyone. Happy to have you here today.
Hello.
We'll start by giving the stage and focusing mainly on Diane. However, I want this one to be not like a pure interview, but discussion is welcome. So whenever you have something to add, we'll be happy to hear from everyone. However, starting with Diane, I'm curious if you can do like a brief intro about yourself. What is your way in Web3? How did you start, and what have you done more or less so far?
Yeah, sure. Thanks for the invitation. So I'm Diane. So I co-founded Junction. We exist for more than a year now. It's a multi-chain exchange, like the CX with okay. Okay, I thought I was alone. It's we try to offer the best CX experience on a DX dApp. So DeFi, gamification, quests, giving access to all the user, all the assets possible. And before I did for a decade in product design in startup fintechs, and for 5 years ago, I joined Ledger in product design. It was the last bull market. And since then, I stayed in crypto because it's super creative and super a lot of opportunities ecosystem. I went to Wallet Connect after since until last year. And now I'm at Junction.
All right. And what is Junction?
Yeah, it's a multi-chain exchange. We try to offer the best UX, give the user access to any assets on any chain, buy, swap crypto, bridge, and we try to offer a CX-like experience, but DeFi on a DEX. So you can connect your DeFi wallet, you can access to Quest, you can trade everything easily and seamlessly.
All right, sounds cool. So you spent quite some time thinking about iterating, developing, and creating Web3 products, and you've been on the UX side, it seems. So what are your, like, my intro sounded a little bit dark with talking too much about the obstacles and challenges. It's not that gloomy, of course. Web3 UX is developing every day and is getting better and better. But what are, according to you, the challenges that still persist and we are yet to solve in Web3 UX?
I think the ecosystem is growing so fast and we have to deal with so much tech than we more normal. We more focus on the tech. Usually projects are more developer focused, I'm not a designer from the beginning, are not really caring about UX because we have so much to care about already. So design and UX are a bit left on the side, and users are a bit lost. You know when user is asked to sign a message or validate a transaction, and there is a code parts, he is completely lost. And he doesn't even know what it means. So I think the main goal today is abstract the complexity, giving the user access to everything, but easily, without any barriers, without any obstacles, not giving all these complicated details to the user. And yeah, mainly abstract the complexity. I think for me, it's the best challenge of today. And care about UX. So more and more projects, that's great. Integrate a designer from the beginning, like with Junction, we have a founding designer, I think Privy as one. So it's really important to instaurate a design culture.
True. Ivo, do you have any take from your point of view?
Well, pretty much what Diane said, but I think that maybe not focusing on UX enough is not necessarily true anymore, because the industry is shifting more and more towards focus on UX. I would say that something that is still in the UX camp, but not exactly, is the over usage of jargon and of industry specific terms. So this is something that's off-putting for people who are new to the space. And I think that a big part of UX that's also not discussed is quality. Very often nothing in Web3 works, or it doesn't work the first time. It's very flaky, it's very unreliable. And I think that when people think of UX, they usually think of like design, interface, UI components, and etc. And it's much more than that. It's also like the user journey, the quality, the performance is also really important, like things happening quickly. So yeah, this is what I wanted to add.
Yeah, I'll add a little bit of a hot take that UX after last month or since in Petra is actually okay, but definitely not perfect. If you compare what the user journey and how the user experience with self-custodial wallets was a few years ago compared to what is today, it's like much better, much smoother. But for sure, I think that we need to maybe distinguish a bit of UX for somebody who is completely new and somebody who's been interacting on chain for quite a while. And yesterday I was reading a post from somebody who claimed that we should have like a normal mode and advanced mode, and I'm leaning towards that more and more. But yeah, I think that UX has improved a lot, especially with Pectra. We are seeing some nice new user journeys and users not needing to care about approvals, about gas. So it feels like everything is slowly getting abstracted away, and we are doing nice steps to make UX perfect.
I think, just to add a little, that there are some really interesting for me, because I don't think that they're much of a problem. They're more something super interesting and unique to Web3 challenges of our UX. And one of them that has been super interesting to me is fragmentation, because Web3 is like open space where everyone is able to easily interact, remix, build new stuff, and we're doing it all the time. But because of that, we end up with a lot of fragmentation, a lot of ways that something can be done, which eventually translates into UX challenges, because the more options you have, the more difficult it is to adapt the end user experience to all of them. But yeah, I don't think that this has an easy solution. It's probably, as you said, the way is abstracting away, which eventually will happen at some point. Just wanted to add something. Yes, wanted to ask Diane, because of course we are a wallet, and we look at UX mainly from the wallet point of view, and you actually have quite a lot of indirect experience with wallets through Ledger and Wallet Connect, and I'm curious, what do you think about the role of wallets in simplifying UX for the end user, and what are the challenges here?
Yeah, sure. I experience indirectly, but also directly wallet design with Wallet Connect and Ledger. And I'm also a super active wallet user. Like daily, I love screening wallet, experiencing, and even trading with my wallets. So there is the good wallet, there is less good in terms of UX, and yeah, I think the challenge is for the wallet. I think is the harder because it's like one of the biggest technology. It's not like an app which is doing one thing. It's like a wallet. It's doing everything. It has to be compatible with everything. Plus, it's like in the center of the user experience in his DeFi journey because he connects with his wallet, he trades with his wallet, he validates the transaction with his wallet. He can trade also on his wallet. Like, it's completely the center of experience. So I think providing a good wallet UX is a big challenge, more than any other product in the ecosystem. And I think a lot of wallets are growing, as you say, yes. There is good evolutions, but we are not there yet. We have to focus, like you say, Evo, on quality. Some are doing good, and yeah, I think it's not a easy task, but we are getting there. We are ready to focus on quality, I think.
Any other takes here?
Yeah, I'd like to ask, do you think that the obstacle to good UX is more on the technical side or more on the visual side? I mean, for example, before we weren't able to abstract approvals, but you can also in some way also explain approvals in the UI. So what do you guys think?
I think it's both. The more technicity we have, the more abstraction we have to do. We can do it with visual tricks, simplifying, but for sure, the more the tech is complicating, the more the team who builds the product has to simplify. And the user doesn't need even to see it in front. We can ask him to sign a complicated transaction, explaining why it's somehow dangerous it can be a dangerous transaction, but it doesn't need to see what really all the details. So I think the more the tech is complicated, the more we have to abstract.
And
I actually have a hot take here. I actually think it's mostly the mindset, because it's just UX has been on the back burner of people's minds for so many years, and now that it's becoming a priority and everyone knows that it's priority, they still don't really think of quality and performance. They just think about UI. So I think it's a mindset limitation, not a technical limitation, and not a UI limitation per se, because it's very quick to fix UI, kind of. It's very quick to fix tech, kind of. But it's the hardest to fix mindset, I think.
Yeah.
And actually, we're going to talk about this with the user interviews stuff. So yeah.
It's like UX is so global. A lot of people don't think of it, but there is copy as well, like the tone of voice, the word we use, like having a global consistency between all the buttons. Do we use imperative? Do we use names? Do we put uppercase? Like everything is UX. It's not only the color, the style, even how we talk to the user.
Yeah.
I'm curious, Diane, because I was, thinking about the problems, and I was suggesting that one of the challenges of UX in Web3 is not enough user feedback. And I was curious because we will soon, as Ivo mentioned, we'll be talking about, getting feedback from users and developing with user feedback in mind, doing this loop. What is your experience there? Do you like to get feedback from users, or do you have a system where you iterate based on how others use your product?
Yeah. I think it's our duty for builders to get user feedbacks. So, for instance, at Ledger, because it was a bigger company, we had a dedicated user researcher working with the product design team. And for smaller projects like Wallet Connect and now Junction, it's like even for the CEO, to the CTO, to the product designer to handle user interviews, to go to see the user, to get their feedbacks, when you're a small team, is the duty of everybody to do some user interviews to design well managed products in terms of UX.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, this is a nice kind of prelude to our next topic, which is namely user interviews, because a few months ago, we started like a process of rapidly involving the Amber community of existing users, but not only, of people who haven't even heard about it, and ask them how they use the wallet, watch them how they use the wallet, and collect as much feedback as possible. And this is what opened our eyes to a lot of stuff that we could eventually enhance and improve. And it was kind of a say a hack in how we developed the product, because it's really improved our product by a lot. So, Ivo, do you want to tell us about how we started with this and why we decided to do live user interviews?
Yeah, so generally it all comes from our thinking that it's actually based on the Y Combinator school of thought, but that we need to do things that don't scale. So we need to identify the users very closely, work with them very closely, and make sure that the product is a perfect fit for first one user, then all of the users of their group, and then extend this group outwards. So this is very core in our philosophy to meet the users at their not work field, but to meet them at their needs. And in order to do this, the only way is to actually see how a user uses your product. And our previous experience with end user products in the past helped us a lot there, because we've done this in the past as well with Stremio, which is a media center with over 50 million users. That in the very early days, like over 10 years ago, this is exactly what we did, but we even did them physically. So we sat next to a user and we told the user to use the product, and crazy things come up, because the things that you think are fine, sometimes the user doesn't understand at all. So it's really hard to emulate the user's point of view as a founder or as a product designer. And the only way to actually see what's going on is to do an actual live test. And this is true not only in user testing, but also in many fields in life. It's true for engineering. It's true for so many things. Until you actually see the process, you will not know what's going on exactly. So yeah, I would say that this is basically how we started doing that.
Yep. Actually, for 2 months we did.
That's
over.
great initiative. Sorry, my mic
No,
was
no.
good. That's I love this. That's a great initiative to grow your products. And I had a question. Do you have like a product designer team, or are you doing the designs with the developers?
No, so we try to keep a very core like inner circle within the team. We're a small team, under 30 people, but we try to not that small. It could be smaller, but what I'm saying is that we keep a very small circle of the people who actually decide product decisions, but we don't have a dedicated product designer. So it's mostly the management team and a couple more people from the dev team and from the marketing team who are helping here and there. So we try to keep a very like centralized structure to making these decisions, because honestly it's really tough, because if we have a more democratized structure, then we have personal preferences creeping in, and this is really bad because one person thinks, okay, for me it's more convenient to do it that way, and they cannot imagine that it could be different for the users. So we try to keep like very data-driven decisions based on the user interviews, and we try to isolate the edge cases from the user interviews as well, so to isolate the anomalies. So like if we do 3 user interviews and all 3 users struggle with something, and all 3 users have a way of understanding it better, then this is an objectively good decision to make it that way. But if someone in the team comes up with something that is supposed to improve UX, we first have to validate it with users. So this is why we keep a very small core of people who make the product decisions. And basically, me, Ivan, and the other people in the management team, we're 4 people. We just sketch it out on a whiteboard and then send this out to a graphic designer, and then iterate with the graphic designer to make sure that there are no there's no nonsense in this. And we do take input from developers a lot. We have developers who are extremely good in UX, but as I said, we try to keep a very centralized core of the decisions. Even if we take inspiration, we take input, we don't just allow everything that every idea that comes to mind. We have to validate absolutely everything.
I see. So decentralized decisions, and after you externalize the design with someone who can make it.
Well, decentralized feedback, centralized decisions, and then design. Yeah.
Design. Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Cool.
Absolutely.
Cool process. It's not super common, and it's nice. It's nice to discover.
What is your process, for example?
So I'm specialized in product design. So when we think of a feature, it's centralized to the team. We come to the endpoints or goals, and we decide of what we want to do with the feature we want to build. After I benchmark all the market, and even not the crypto market, what if the feature exists, how is it well done, how is it badly done, and after I craft, I validate with the team with some feedbacks, some improvement suggestions, and after I test it with either team members if it's small features, or either external users, and of course a lot of QAs. But I think after the development, I think it's like the issue with all the teams.
That's really interesting. Actually, I just wanted to tell a little bit of a story because we are, I think it's safe to say, a really advanced team in terms of technical knowledge. We know the method that we operate in very well, meaning wallets UX and how the EVM works and everything. And in the past, we've always have felt the need to explain to users everything and be like super precise on what is happening and why is it happening like this. And our wallet was full of explainers, like really well technical explanations of what is happening. And we believe that this is like something unique that we're doing, and that it is super important for people to educate them. However, at the users interviews, we found out that in many cases, not in all cases, but in many cases, all what people cared about was that their wallet behaved fast and did what their initial intention was. Like, they don't care about how account abstraction works, if it works. Like, they just don't want to have trouble, paying gas. How it works under the hood, most of them don't care. And at some point, thanks to those interviews, we reduced a lot of explanations in the wallets. At first, we were super hesitant because we were like, will people, know what they're doing? Isn't that, dangerous? It turned out it wasn't. Like, this was like a super interesting finding. Another one was because we were asking people, what do you think it's missing here and there? They were thinking of some deep feature, something, stuff that is complex. However, like out of 10 interviews, the initial 10 interviews, 7 or 8 people said that they really need dark mode. It was super funny because it's something like for me, dark mode is just a flavor, it's not a feature. However, so many people asked for it that at some point we were like, okay, this is one of our top priorities next to a dark mode. So yeah, there are some really interesting findings that you can never otherwise find out. Yeah. Okay. That being said, we can continue with the next thing on the agenda today, which is actually a real user interview. Diane agreed to do one with us, so we can give it a try. Can you share your screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I will.
Diane promised me that she has never used Amber. You haven't downloaded it, right?
I'm a brand new user. I'm not biased.
Amazing. All right, that's amazing.
Okay, I share my screen.
By the way, you said that you're using wallets a lot. What is your typical setup if it's not?
The wallet I use a lot. Sorry, it cuts. Okay.
Yeah.
I use a lot Kepler because I have a lot of Cosmos ecosystem assets, staking. I use a lot Phantom. For me, the UX is super cool. A lot for meme coins. And I love Uniswap wallet as well. The UX is very nice with the names, with all the animations, with everything you made user friendly. I love Glow wallet as well. Family. Yeah. For me, it's like my top ones.
Nice, interesting.
Do you see my screen?
Yes, just let me add your screen on stage. All right.
Yes.
So you are experienced product designer, so you most probably know how user interviews are usually done. However, I will again say the tips that I'm giving everyone when we are doing user interviews, so that someone who has never done any before may learn something today. The purpose of user interviews is for the developers and the team to be giving as little as possible directions or help to the people who are testing, to the users. So this is one thing. So I will be asking you to do stuff like send a transfer, but I won't be helping you if you're stuck with something. Another thing is you will help us most if you give us a lot of feedback along the way and you comment stuff like whatever you see on the screen. You say this, I like this should be that, okay, I don't like this. And yeah, just raw unfiltered feedback. We're ready for this. 350 people are watching, so yeah, we'll see how it goes, but we are ready for the feedback, whatever it is. So yeah, just a last thing. Ask Diane to import an existing wallet. So here you'll have to find how to import the wallet, but on the step of importing the wallet, of course, you will stop your stream so that people don't see your recovery phrase. Just a reminder so that we don't fail on live. But yeah, I don't hear you, by the way. Okay.
I still cannot hear.
Yep. Now you're muted. Like it shows that you're muted. Okay, now you're probably not.
Yeah, you hear me?
Okay, yeah, now it's loud and clear.
Yeah, I was suggesting just create a new account and drop me some money on the Embraer.
Works. However, we need to settle on how you will give me the account. You can message me on Telegram on our chat, and yeah, I will send you some funds as fast as possible.
I can send to from my Overwatch. I can send me some funds. I'm okay.
Okay. It's yeah, then it's fine.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it then. However, if you create a new account, still you have to at some point stop the live stream, because at some point your seed phrase will be exposed to you. This is how creating a new account works.
I will import my account. I will import my account.
Okay. What? However you.
Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, let me just share the screen. Okay, yeah. All right, let's go.
Cool. So I arrive. Introduction to Embraer, the Web3 wallet that makes self-custody easy and secure. Okay. So there is 3 options. I will import existing account because I already have a crypto wallet and I have funds on it, so we can do some more testing. So I will import a private key.
Here you can stop sharing.
Okay, I stop. I'm looking for my recovery phrase. Okay, I will share again now because I enter my password, my recovery phrase, if that's okay.
Amazing, yeah.
Okay.
Should be all set. Okay.
So is the next step. I enter the password just after my recovery phrase. I accept the term of use. I confirm. So I see the success of my action. It's my account one I just created. It's my ENS linked to it. So it's great. It's indicated. I rename it.
Nice.
I think it could be nice if you just put the save elsewhere to indicate we have saved the name, because you see, the more my name is long, the more it's moved my name to the left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
I like the little animation. That's cool. I pin my extension. Let's go. Open dashboard.
Yay.
Okay. So
all right. Now
I have my dashboard here.
Yeah, do a little walk through on the dashboard, how you feel about it, what you see on it.
Okay. Maybe I can share on a smaller window, just a moment, because it's very big for the sharing.
If you can.
Yes, I just smaller it. Okay. No, I share it if you want to.
Just a second. Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's better than.
No, but we don't see the Ambire extension. That's weird.
Because I think you clicked share window, not entire screen, and when you do that, it will exclude the extensions.
Sorry, I will do it again. It's my first time for sharing extensions. The entire screen.
Let's see. Yeah, what you can. Yeah, it's fine like that. I mean, this is the best we can do for now. So
okay, because just before I was sharing in my super big display and it was really small. But
no, it's okay now. It's okay now. It's perfectly fine.
So I arrived on my extension. So what I like is bigger than a small overwallet extension, but I think it could be really nice if we can enlarge it. I think we can do it with side extension if we have extension from the right. Maybe we could check or if we can do it from here to make it bigger. So there is a lot of elements on the screen. We have my account, my address. I think this snack bar is really big, and in the middle, we can manage to put it elsewhere. We have my balance, all these transactional icons. I think the arrows like this are lacking of clarity, maybe, because it doesn't look so much like an arrow. So maybe we can rework the icons. We have all the apps here. A menu, very clear. I really like this one. It's really clean and not overloaded in an information. I like dark mode. Oh, that's funny. We don't have the same color in dark and in light mode.
Yep.
Why that?
Because we really liked the combination of this neon green, so we were let's test it instead of the purple one, and we loved it. Yeah, I know that usually you just switch the main colors when you do dark mode, but for this one we decided to test something else. Do you think it's confusing or?
So in my opinion, the combination is nice, but it's good to keep the main brand color in light and dark mode to maintain a good product identity. Because now we don't really recognize the Ambire purple. So I think it's good. If you want to let the user choose his color, you could add like a setting, like a main color, like on Slack, for instance, and let the user choose between multiple main colors. We could add that. But I think between light and that switch is nice to have the same main.
Nice.
You have a big banner, enable extension password, reset via email. Okay. I think this dismiss here is it's good to have an option, but it's bit too big and bit too red, so it brings some negativity. We could have just a little cross, something like that. We have the all the tabs, tokens, NFTs, DeFi and activity. We can search. I like how is it organized. We see the chains. We can add a custom token. Okay. We can filter by network. This is nice.
Correct.
I don't think we need more than the row hover arrow here, because this generally means external link, but here we don't open an external link. Oh, sorry, I misclick. It's on Basecamp. Okay, great. When I clicked, it just opened my base network. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. So
okay.
it shows me my address on base. Great. NFTs. So we miss some thumbnails here. I think we can try to recover them. And it's display like in vertical, but I think we have space to display more NFTs if we make a grid.
Okay.
Here to save some space.
Nice one.
What is DeFi? Is for every user, is that DeFi?
It's positions, if you have positions on DeFi protocols. Like, for example, you have position on Uniswap or staking something or providing liquidity. Yeah.
I see.
DeFi. Yeah.
Nice. And activity, I assume it's because I didn't make any transaction yet on buyer. I don't see anything.
Yeah.
Okay. I can send.
Hold for a little. I wanted to give you, because I'm giving little tasks usually when I do live user interviews. Yes, send will be the next one, but before you send, can you create another wallet of yours on Amber, just another hot wallet, and then send some funds to it?
Okay. So
and don't worry, the next wallet won't be having recovery phrase, so no need to stop sharing your screen.
Okay, so add account. I do it here. So you want me to create another hot wallet without a recovery phrase?
Yep.
Like here, create, add, import, connect. I don't see how to do it because here I have the option only linked to recovery phrases.
Did you read them all?
Okay, there is add from stored recovery phrases. I don't think it's this one because you said we won't have to type recovery phrase.
Yeah,
Create
because
new.
I probably misled you here. Because yes, one of those two options you won't have to add a recovery phrase or review a current existing phrase.
Sorry, it cuts. Can you repeat, please?
If you create a new recovery phrase, it will expose it. Yeah, it's the other option here. It's add from stored recovery phrase. This will use your current recovery phrase and create a wallet derived from it. But it won't expose
I select the first option.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It won't show any recovery phrases on your screen. Don't worry. It says stored, so it will add from your stored. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Great. Icon 2. Let's go. On this one, I don't think you should show an arrow because it doesn't show the exact position of the extension and the little post here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So account 2. What do you want me to do with my new wallet?
Just use it to receive some funds from your other one.
Okay. So I press receive. I have my QR code, but I'm not on mobile, so I will take my address. It's my EVM address. I hope I have Ethereum. I think yes. And I change my account.
Yeah.
And
here you can send anything on any chain of the ones you have. Just pick one.
Okay. Let's try one. Let's try to send one USDC on Base. I have directly my account too in
Are we having
Junction. Yes.
Okay.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Cool.
For a little, it stopped, at least on my end, but it's now okay. Sorry.
No problem. So I have already my account too that is suggested in the dropdown. I will. I like the fact I can type in USD or dollar. I mean, even if this transaction conversion is equal, it can be nice for other tokens. Although I will tap $1 and I will send. I see here, I think it's because of the change between light and dark mode, but the hover is not the same color as the previous state button. So I think it's a kind of a weird effect when we hover. It's good to have the same color. I choose my speed. I choose to pay my fee with my Ethereum. Okay, I sign.
Why did you choose to pay with Ethereum here?
Oh, I just clicked the quickest. I didn't really check why.
Okay,
it's done. I have this little validation. I see it's not the same UI as the Chrome extension screen here. So I think it should be nice if it's the same as the animation. It was not the same success. It's good to be consistent everywhere in the design system.
Absolutely.
And yeah, that's it. I sent.
I just want
to see my
go and
transaction.
check it out.
So yeah, I have my dollar here and my activity is not here, but maybe it's because it's a cent.
I don't know. Switch wallets and we'll find out.
I have here. So I have, yeah, it's a receive. So it's, I think it's impossible to have. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to bring you a little bit back. You chose to pay with Ethereum. However, if you had the option to pay in USDC for gas fee. How does this sound? Like, no, let me try something else. Go to your second account and send the funds back to your first one. Yeah.
Like here.
Just send it back to your first account.
Okay. So I like the fact when we click on the token, we directly have some shortcuts. Send, swap, that's cool. I pick my address here. I click on max. And I send. I don't have enough Ethereum on Base.
What if you just try sending 0.90, for example? Yeah, because you'll see. Yeah.
Okay. I can change off gas gas token.
Yeah.
I can change over between my gas token. I'll select USDC.
Yeah, you don't have anything else in your in this account anyway, so.
I don't. So I send.
Nice. All right. The cool thing here is that I don't know you. The cool thing here is that, for example, this has been a problem for a long time on EVM chains because most wallets don't let you use other than the chain native token to pay network fees. So whenever you have a new created wallet and I send you, like in this case, you send $1, one USDC. If you want to do anything with this USDC, with this account, you need to also top it up with Ethereum, right? Or with ETH on Base in order to be able to pay network fees. However, with this thing, now you just paid your network fees using parts of your USDC. which, yeah, I'm just bragging a little, don't mind me. All right, can you test another feature for me? I won't keep you that much because, yeah, just go to your first account and try swapping or bridging, perhaps bridging.
So I have swap and, yeah?
Yeah, but perhaps your other account, because this one has
makes sense.
too little to swap or bridge.
So I have swap and bridge. Personally, for me, is swap and bridge is kind of the same experience in terms of UX, because you exchange a token to a token on the same or on a different chain. So if I was like the designer, I shouldn't put the two because it's adding complexity. There is two things to read, two icons. So I would put only swap or exchange.
Only swap, yeah. Exchange might be a nice idea, yeah. Here, just an opening a bracket, we've had this problem that most wallets, they separate both. Like you have almost the same UI for swap and for bridge, but however, they do different actions and they're in different screens for some reasons. Well, as you said, a bridge is basically swap between two tokens, but just with another field of another network. And that's why for us, it was only logical to unite them in one thing. However, there is this thing, will people find it out when it's not clearly stated, that this is also a bridge. And yeah, we also don't have a clear answer how it should be, named, but yeah.
Yeah, copy is a big challenge, but for me, exchange can contain both swap and bridging, so it can be a good good deal. Even swap, like really DeFi users, they will search when someone wants to do something. Look for, and when you will see when the user sees that it's possible, generally he finds out that it's here. He can bridge. I don't think we really need the two names.
I'd like to point out how Infinex does this. They renamed their button to switch, and now everybody is super in love with the term. So instead of swap or bridge, I think that you can do, it's just switch. So an interesting name.
We have to steal it anyway.
Switch is
all right.
Switch is original. Not common.
Yeah, but it's interesting though.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, just pick any token and let's try swapping or bridging, whatever you feel doing right now.
Okay. I will swap some BNB to USDC.
Okay. USDC from BNB chain?
Yeah, we can do cross-chain swap, so that's cool. Okay, I will swap some Ethereum on Ethereum.
Okay, from BNB on BitChain to from BNB on BNB chain to ETH on Ethereum.
Yeah, both the natives.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, no roots.
Okay. We just
try
don't
by
have room for
changing
this.
the amounts. Maybe it's because my amount is too low.
Perhaps.
But I don't have more, so I think I have to change.
No, perhaps there's simply another route for this from the providers that we are querying.
So it's bit. I think it's a bit frustrating to take time and hope you can do your swap, and then you see it's no roots. So maybe it's good to just not propose them. If the provider never have routes from BNB to ETH natively, we can when this BNB is selected in input, we can just not show Ethereum in output, maybe, or just show it but disable, to informing there is no roots.
This is a really nice feedback. Absolutely.
I will try. I don't know USDC.
Let's try.
Okay. So I have my details. That's cool. I see all the roots details.
Possible roots, yeah.
Okay. I can change my roots. Okay. I select the one here by default, but I see if I take this route, I will only have 8 cents USDC back. So I think I will change of routes, but I can't. Okay. So the only route that is working will swap me a lot less. So I can do my swap, but I will lose some. I will lose some. I mean, it's $4, but I just show that there is a lot of fees. But I think it's normal.
Well, perhaps, yeah, perhaps
because it's Ethereum.
Yeah. Perhaps
okay, I will
the bridging won't be that expensive, but then you have to swap on Ethereum, and this will probably incur some costs.
I will sell on BNB. I think I have more. I have less network cost. I have my root still. Can change. I will proceed to my swap.
Okay.
Can see my my feed options. I mean my feed options on the fees. And that's loading now.
Nice.
That's down. I can have my swaps details on your Explorer.
Yep.
Cool. I like this animation. Yes, that's really complete. And there is the animation.
Nice.
Oh, cool. I have it in my activity here.
Yeah.
And I can repeat. That's
Yep. That's right.
That's a cool option. So I don't get why it opened a new window. For repeating,
you don't get what?
It's not happening in the extension window.
It does open a pop-up for signing a transaction.
Okay.
But you don't have enough funds to pay network fees because you just you just swap them. All right.
Yeah, I stopped my Mac.
Yeah. Well, this is how our user interviews usually go. I don't want to be taking too much of your time. So usually at the end of a user interview, we ask people what, hey, we forgot, we could have interacted with Junction to see how it will behave. And you can tell us and show us more about Junction, if you feel like it, of course.
Yeah, we can interact. Let's
like
do it.
Let's do some product placement.
Let's do it.
So the stream goes to you thanks to Junction.
Yes. So here I'm on Junction.
Right.
I'm already connected. You see my my account balance here, but I don't think I'm connected with Ambuyer. So I will change my account connection. You see here I have all my icons library. So I can connect a Bitcoin, connect a Solana wallet, connect anything.
Nice.
Here on Ethereum, I have my Uniswap wallet connected, but it's the same key than Embuyer.
Yeah.
So I can just switch my connection. It detects my Embuyer wallet here. And
do you see this?
I have my,
do you understand it?
yeah. Yes.
Okay.
I have a connection request. I think it could be nice to open it from the little extension window. So we don't, we are not, we have no perturbation in the middle of the screen for the UX.
Okay.
So I connect. Here I have my, so same amount, but another wallet. It's my Embuyer. I can buy, sell crypto. We have this provider MoonPay that allows it. I have all my tokens, my major ones, my hidden ones. So it's like small ones or the uncount tokens I have on my wallets. I have my chains here, and I can deploy. I have I can see everything I have on Optimism, anything on Base. I have some token shortcut here. You see, I can swap or buy directly my Toshi, and it updates the middle
I think
platform.
the voice went out for me.
No, for me it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, great. So I have some little shortcut. I can buy, I can swap tokens here. So you see, I swap. I can click on swap my Toshi. Deposit is the middle. I can also see all my tokens. Select over ones. So the first one are the one I have. The next one are the one all the tokens that exist actually. We try to support all the chains and all the tokens. So we really do cross-chain. I can even try a Mantra and Ethereum. I have a chain filter here. I have all the chains selected, but I can also select others. I can do some Bera chain tokens. Let's have some Bera. I see the market, the variations. So here I will swap some USDC on Optimist to Bera. Let's try 10.
Okay.
So there is no roots. There is no roots. I think Bera is on the front, but we don't have yet working roots on the back. So let's do some.
So how to fix Web3 UX? Shortcut is just enable roots for everything. Devs do something.
We are talking of routing right now, and it's really complicated to have everything.
It's complicated, of course. Of course,
routing. Okay, let's. I don't know. Let's have some Queen.
Yeah, but again, that's yeah. There's a problem of fragmentation I was referring earlier.
Yeah, a big problem, and also provider. When the provider is broken, it's generally not working for the rest. But yeah, we are also working on a protocol to not have this roots issue, and like a universal protocol that keep every root working. That's just like for later on this year. So here I have my address I swapped from, because you see here I can connect multiple accounts. Let's try I don't know, my Solana and Phantom. So I have multiple accounts and I have my wallet's address indicated. I can change them here. or either enter a custom address here in the
I love it. Yeah.
custom. Thanks. And that's it. So for this one, it found a root. So that's great. We can test. You have the swap details.
Keeping
Here.
our fingers crossed.
Yeah. So I see I have some fees, but now we are in beta launch. So we offer the platform fees from Junction.
Oh, nice.
You only have, you should enjoy. We only have a few network costs. We have the routes approximately 2 minutes. So it goes from directly from USDC to Queen, the providers, Circle and Reporter. And the slippage I will review. Okay, so I have this message that says Optimist is enabled in my wallet. I can close. I think it's a bit intrusive because it's already enabled. I think it can appear on the side, more on the top here, like the other. And I have to approve this rejection. So on the Junction, it's giving the routes and the steps. You can still see the details on the step.
Yeah.
And I have this loading approval button. So I approve in my Ambire wallet here. I can see the details, choose my fees to pay with. And I can sign. And it's a transaction in progress. Okay, I have to sign again.
Yeah.
It looked good.
All right.
It's bridging. And we are working to not keep the user fixed on this screen while it's bridging. We are integrating our activity tab here directly from the account panel, so you can track his transaction progress and the change of screen.
Okay.
But you can still come back to trade and swap any other token.
Nice, but I think that's it's probably done. Like rest is just the actual bridging process, right?
Yeah. It can take some time, and we are adding some notification. We are integrated it at the moment, like on the side, so we can keep an eye on the transaction progress and keep swapping over stuff.
Yeah. So everyone, you just witnessed a beautiful synergy between two products, Ambire and Junction, in perfect harmony. All right.
It was great.
Yeah.
Great
okay.
synergy.
Last thing, Diane, do you have anything that you wanted to show or share about Junction, upcoming stuff before we part?
Yes, I have. So we are launching a big feature for us. It's our first gamification feature. So I will share you a little preview of what we are integrating right now. It's not in prod yet. It's testable, but it's not ready for a demo. So I will show you directly on Figma, and you will be able to comment. I just shared my screen.
Just let me. Okay, yeah. That's it again. Oh,
so it's still Junction, but you see we added a Earn tab on the menu here on the top left. And that will be everything about earnings for user, for rewarding our user, showing their progress, their traders metrics, for inviting over user, and improve the community discovery for your app. So you can enter here from your XP tab. It shows how many XP you have. You still have your account balance to see your account panel and the wallets and stuff. You have two tabs in the Earn. You have the referral here, and you have the leaderboard that is coming just after the referral to see all the users ranking. And for a user, he can refer his friends, so invite his friend with a single link, with a code at the end. He can copy, share on Twitter. He can himself being referred with his referral, the address who referred him, and the date. He can see some rules. So basically, all the users will be granted with XP in the rewards of 20% of their referees fees, and they will earn 10% of platform fees when trading. So the more people trade, the more they will be rewarded. A thing to know is like swaps between USDC on a chain to a USDC on another token of this chain is less rewarding than a Bitcoin native to Solana native, for instance, because it's more routes on more chains involved. You have all the user metrics, so his total XPs, one with his trading volume, because he spent some fees and he trade, and his trading XP rewarded him, the total number of his referrals, and all his referees fees spent that brought him some referral XP here. And he has a tracking table of all his referrals. He has the addresses, referred,
Amazing.
can be ENS, thank you. He has the dates. He has the trading volume, the total trading volume of his referee here, the fees paid, to be able to see how much volume on how much fees and how much reward it will bring him here. And he can rank the table, like from the top to the last.
Okay. Question: when are you shipping this? What is the ETA?
So the goal date is, I think, end of next week, beginning of last week. We want it to be ready before HCC. Because we are a sponsor, and yeah.
Okay.
We want people to try it.
We will be keeping an eye on you guys. And yes, sure. Speaking of HCC, we're also going to HCC. So perhaps we'll be doing something like a live stream party before HCC. And as you're going as well, we might love to have you again to
for sure. We would love
the
to
conference. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for today. It was amazing, and thanks for spending your time to share your knowledge, test Ampere, and yeah, show us what you're building.
Thank you for the invitation.
You may stay along. Now we're gonna do like a brief update on Amber's end. Thank you, Diane. So yeah, Alesh, now time to share with our audience before we put it on end where we are at with Amber.
Okay. For closing, as Ivan mentioned, we'll share some of the updates from the product side, so from the extension, a bit of stats on EIP 7702, and do a few words about MBI rewards and governance proposal. Today, we shipped a new extension update, and it has one of the features that was mentioned in and also seen in today's user interview, and it's dark mode. So if you don't see the dark mode yet, you just need to update the extension, go to the menu tab, and you will see a nice toggle where you can go from dark back to bright mode. And the second point, we are shipping DeFi positions, basically enhanced DeFi positions. At the moment, we tracked a few protocols, but in a week or in 2 weeks, you will be able to track full scope of all protocols across all chains. On the EIP 772 side, it's about a month after Pectra now, and I think that 8 chains already support the EIP. And some stats from Empire, I just checked a bit earlier. There are 24,000 addresses that already upgraded their accounts to be smart, and this is across all chains. Something important to note is that at the moment, only hot wallets can upgrade to smart EOAs. Hardware wallets do not support EIP 7702 yet, and it's going to be super interesting to see how these numbers behave after that, because seeing some discussions on X and on Farcaster, some hardware wallet users are excited about it, some not so much. So it will be interesting to see how this pans out. On the MBI rewards and the governance side, season 1 is well underway. It launched on the 9th of May, so we are 1 month into the season 1. MBI Rewards is a program initiated by Empire, which helps you to discover the wallet and all the features. You get XP for swapping, sending, bridging, trying out transaction batching, paying us with gas tank, and each transaction on eligible networks, there are 5 or 6 of them at the moment, but we will add more, earns you XP. So if you're using Empire, but if you haven't joined the rewards yet, please do, because you might be missing on some XP. And at the moment, we are hosting a governance vote, which is the first one for season 1. It's 2 or 3 days into the governance vote, and we already broke the record on the amount of people voting. So good job, people. We have 4 more days to go. This vote ends on the 17th of June, and it will decide the mechanics and the subsequent vote. So the next one will will decide the whole reward pool for season 1. Season 0, which was the inaugural season of back then called Empire Legends, it lasted for about 4 or 5 months. And if you participated and haven't claimed rewards haven't claimed the rewards yet, you can do now in the rewards portal. There were 20 million wallet STK wallet to be claimed. These are the latest updates, and looking forward to hear feedback about dark mode and also about DeFi positions very soon.
Yes, absolutely. I want to personally thank to all the 569 people that joined us for this stream. And yeah, it was amazing, super interesting one. We'll be doing another one shortly before HSC, as we said. And yeah, thank you everyone for today, and see you again, I hope.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.
Thanks everyone. Bye.